Alright, so I streamed a couple hours ago. I had lunch and all that, but I didn't realize they dropped the dev chat stuff and the new character. As we all know, it's Rogue. So we're gonna do a react. I'm gonna pull up these. So we have 2 videos right now, and then we do have the patch notes, and then some skin stuff that they obviously, there's always something that releases when a new character comes out. They come with the skin. So I will show that after we look at everything. As we know, obviously the season 5.5 starts on December 12th, so we can expect, you know, many people don't want to play these characters. I was watching it, so this isn't the first time that I've seen this, because I watch other, you know, Tim the Tapman and Flats. I watch their reactions to it because they are definitely a higher skill level than me, and I like to hear their input on the reactions of, you know, the patch notes. So yeah, I find it really interesting hearing other people's perspectives, and it also makes me better as a player since I've just started getting into more competitive gaming. So I think we're gonna start with this. Alright, season 5.5.
Hello everyone, Guang Guang here. It's fantastic to see you all again.
Obviously we know it's Rogue coming.
Welcome to season 5.5 of Marvel Rivals. Season 5 saw Gambit pull off a daring heist within the collector's museum, stealing the contract the Grandmaster was after, but the collector was one step ahead, having hidden the real contract elsewhere. When Rogue awoke in the middle of the night to find Gambit missing, both Remy's mission and their sweet honeymoon began to unravel.
So we do know in Marvel we have at the gallery when Rogue is asleep. Right here. So this is probably whenever he's being, you know, leaving her in the middle of the night. It's a no-no. But yeah, this is definitely the, you know. So Gambit sneaking out of honeymoon suit in his fancy white and gold hooded Thieves Guild regalia, leaving sleeping Rogue behind, looking back at her longingly. Best of wives and best of women vibe. See this? Yep. This is them continuing the story, so we'll go back. I just love the lore.
Disappointed and hurt, Rogue's anger boiled over, making it even harder to control the new powers she gained after accidentally touching the Colombian die. Now, in season 5.5, Rogue makes her debut in Marvel Rivals. She enters the fray as a vanguard, combining her immense with Colombian energy. Rogue charges into enemy lines with powerful melee abilities, opening opportunities for her team. Of course, we haven't forgotten her signature ability, Power Absorption. During battle, Rogue can take down an enemy hero and absorb abilities from them, gaining a basic buff based on their role. She may even steal a signature ability, like Doctor Strange's Shield of the Seraphim or Loki's Regeneration Domain. And that's not all. When Rogue activates her ultimate, she continuously drains ultimate ability energy from nearby enemies, giving her team the edge and gaining further buffs based on their roles, making her a true powerhouse on the battlefield. This update brings another round of team-up ability changes. We are removing the mental projection team-up ability between Emma Frost and Psylocke. Emma Frost will now join Chilling Assault, gaining the new ability Ice Out Diamond.
Chilling Assault.
She can unleash a cone of frost to slow enemies and use her diamond form to create a wall of diamond ice, blocking enemy movement. Psylocke joins
I know a lot of people are going crazy about the wall, which I feels like it's just another wall or block. I feel like to be able to do that inflicting damage that you need, unless it, like, obviously there's another, like, instant of a hit with it, but I don't think that's the case. I think it's just you have to go into diamond form to use it.
To slow enemies, and use her diamond form to create a wall of diamond eyes, blocking enemy movement. Psylocke joins Sword of Duality, gaining control over light and dark energy.
This is super interesting.
With light energy, she throws a returning shuriken that damages enemies and heals allies. When it returns, it heals Psylocke based on the number of targets hit. With dark energy, she scatters a ring of darts, damaging enemies in range
Because you have two
and
new
entering a
abilities.
phase state, becoming invisible.
She's
Rogue
definitely
joins
going to
explosive
be a
entanglement.
menace this season. I mean, she already is, but she's kind of more
Gambit channels
abilities.
kinetic energy into Rogue.
I think they want
And
Cloak
when
and
she
Dagger and
activates
Luna
the
to be the
ability,
main healers this
every
season.
attack she makes damages enemies around her and heals
With
nearby
Gambit.
allies. The full balance patch notes will be released in a few hours. Stay tuned.
Which we're gonna go over in a little bit.
Jeff's Winter Splash Festival returns. This time in the new map, Jeffland. This map features
guess
an
they have a
all-new
specific
three-way
map
brawl
this time, instead
with
of
3
doing,
unique Jeff builds, each with their
the
own
Loki
skill
place
set, bringing
without the roof.
even more fun and color to the winter season. Plus, we have a
I love these skins. I love these types. They're so cute. Like, they are cooking. If they can actually, like, make lights and stuff on them. This one's so cool. I think this has been, like, a meme going around. Like, they wanted the skin in for a while. This is cool way because of his mask, obviously. And then we have, you know, Score Girl with a cute little outfit. I love it. She has mittens on. They probably could have done without the mittens, to be honest. Maybe they could have done like Iron Fist with the mittens, like a little gingerbread man with the mittens. I don't know.
series of holiday and winter themed costumes and festive events line up to help everyone.
This is such a sick outfit. If he doesn't like actually get blended in with his hood, I feel like this will give Cloak a moment to shine. Because I feel like it's always just. I feel like it's always about Dagger. It's not about Cloak, and I want him to have his moment, you know. But I love it. It's like a leotard. More about, like, more dancey. Kinda wish her hair was down, but this is kind of cool. Like, you don't see, like, her hair. And I honestly don't know who this is. I don't know. It might be Invis or something. One of the healers. I can't tell who that is. It has a spider. Oh. I'm so dumb. It's part of. They're together. But I hate that they have the skin for her, but she's never, like, outside of her suit. So what's the point, you know? And I honestly don't like this design. Like, I don't like this. This doesn't feel, like, Christmassy to me. And then, like, you have this outfit, like, there's no red on this, but, you know, it's fine.
Celebrate this joyful time of year. Jeff's Winter Splash Festival and all the holiday special events kick off right after the December.
So we got more skins for Jeff. They're recolors because obviously they did the winter event from last year. I think we have some videos of us doing it last year. Maybe I can do a comparison and see what the difference is. But yeah, this is the base skin that we got last year, and obviously we got the recolors, which is super cute. I love the orange puffer. I love an orange color. I love orange. It's so clean.
18th update. Get ready.
So on 18th,
And don't miss the
That's
all-new
when
mystery
the
burger at
rest of the
Tim's
stuff
Test
will be
Kitchen in Times Square.
out.
Also available after the December 18th
I'm intrigued by this. I don't even know what this means.
It is,
just
and you might
go
be
in.
surprised by the results. 智勇 is still working on balance changes.
So we already have the patch notes, so we get to look at that right now. Ready to see which legends are leveling up and who's getting a dose of humble pie. That's cute because of the holidays. Let's dive into the details. So for Vanguards, obviously, get Emma because she's been very good. Even at my rank, I am like gold plat, give or take. And when I play Emma, I have her to Lord because I play her all the time when I have to tank. I pretty much dominate unless like I'm solo tanking, then it can be really hard to like take on teams, and I'm like, oh whatever, it's over. So she has Diamond Hard and ready for more. With her team up anchor gone, Emma gets a slight durability upgrade to compensate. We have increased base health from 550 to 600, and I think that's because her team up is removed, so she's just getting a little bit of health because she doesn't have the team up with Psylocke anymore. Penny Parker spiders. I don't know if they meant to do that. If it's supposed to be like that? Oh well. Pilot faces a slight durability downgrade. Better stay nimble. So she's getting less health, obviously because her webs be healing. And she gets over shield from it, so that would make sense. The Thing. Ben's Grimm's punches hit harder and his crowd control lasts longer. It's clobbering time. Increased stone haymaker bonus health equal to the enemy's max health per hit from 8% to 10%. Increase the duration of lingering anti-mobile field after a Yancey street charge. Oh, I said that wrong. So the haymaker bonus damage is his charge up. And then so it's a Yancey. So it currently is only 6 seconds. Okay, so the people will be stunned from 3 seconds to 5 seconds instead. So the Punisher is the example. So it's nothing to do with his ability, it's the effect. Okay, I don't play a thing much, so I was like, Thor. Thor takes some lessons from his battles against the zombies. Well, it is a zombie mode to heart. The God of Thunder is ready to take control of his lightning with increased flexibility. During Storm Surge, instead of being unable to change the direction of the movement, Thor can now freely adjust it while dashing and move it in any direction. So now he can do laps around you. Instead of just, charging up the hammer and going straight, he can move in the direction that he's going to be going. With Blade, we have the Daywalker slightly sharpens his edge and his resilience. Increased Ancestral Sword single hit damage from 24 to 26, and Werewolf Swing slash single hit damage from 15 to 16. I'm not a Blade player, so but this is interesting. You did have reduced healing whenever you went to your Bloodline Awakening form, so now you have less effect from being in that Awakening form because you do have lifesteal, so you do get healed a little bit more from your own healers. So Daredevil, the man without fear, loses a bit of grit. Remove the team up anchor 25 bonus health. I think he needs a lot more than that, but he's just so annoying and he never dies because he has so much mobility. But I guess that one makes him really fun to play for people, so Human Torch, which I have not seen a single Human Torch being played this season or even last season. I don't even remember the last time I saw a Human Torch. So Johnny Storm slightly turns up the heat. Fire Cluster, which is his little burst projectile. Its projectile spread is reduce. Increase single cast projectile damage from 5 to 5.5. Interesting. I honestly don't know how much of a difference this will make. Maybe it'll make him more fun to play because he'll be a little bit faster to play. Adjust maximum fall off from 60% at 30 meters to 60% at 20 meters. I would have to see this in like the practice range because like I don't know, that's just one thing that Flat said, that he thinks that they're trying to make him more of an up close like shooter brawler type situation, but obviously not hand to hand, but more of a like ground player, which is interesting. And then Blazing Blast, reduce single charge spread from 3 seconds to 2.5 seconds, so that'll be quicker, and it'll increase hit damage from 40 to 45. So everything I feel like is getting buffed for him because no one's really playing him, so it feels like he's not getting any love. So Phoenix, Jean Grey's fiery spirit gets a slight summon boost during End Song Inferno, which is her ult. Increases Phoenix summon health from 400 to 500, so she's getting more health on her ult because I guess it was getting killed before she could get it off, I guess. Psylocke's ultimate is a little hard to unleash. Yeah, I was like, about damn time, because I think I just played one match on stream when I was last streaming, and I think this Psylocke had like 20 finals. This is quick play. She had 20 finals and like 30 something kills, which I mean, Psylocke, good for you, girl. But she ulted so often that like I'm happy for this because like she on her own can kill, so she doesn't need a strong ult, I feel like. And if they do get the ult off, then it's like, you know, hooray for that. But I feel like all of her skill is in her kit, not her ultimate. So I feel like this is like a good balance for people, because then you have to focus on diving and not just ulting, especially in my ranks, because I feel like people don't get a lot of finals. They just like poke and poke and poke and the team pushes, unless you run into those really good players that just are, I don't know, smurfing or cheating, or just are good players trying to rank up. And like this makes it more of a skill, I feel like. So yeah, Scarlet Witch, I have a thing against Scarlet Witches, but it's fine, it's fine. Increase the charge to, I don't even know, Chthonian burst by chaos control hits from 0.08 to 0.1. Is that damage or speed? Or, I think it's just speed, right? Because they're already so fast. I don't get it. But alright. Increase Dark Seal projectile speed from 40 m/s to 60 meters per second and remove spell field generation delay. So this is speed. So what is this? I don't know what this means. So if you guys know what this means, let me know, because this is speed. Yeah, because this shows how fast it is, and this doesn't have the MS on it. So I don't know what this means. So we have the increased projectile speed, so that does speed up the projectiles. And no, this isn't the projectiles, but this is the stun bubble. And I guess the animation is not gonna do it anymore. So it's just gonna be instant. Increase reality reassure ultimate ability. So we have the ultimate now. It can pull speed is increased from 2.4 meters per second to 3. Okay, we love Wanda. Great, fabulous, good for her. She just, I feel like, is a quick play warrior match, and sometimes I see it in rank, but not really. So the Punisher. The Brain Castle's got a little bit more firepower. Watcher 6. Increase. What is this? Back to this. I don't know what this is. Adjudication? Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it, right? So this is just faster? Okay, increase damage per hit from 19 to 20. That is such a weird number. Why is it 19? I don't understand. Wolverine. Logan's ultimate just got a whole lot more freedom to leap, slash, and surprise his foes from every angle. His ultimate can now target walls for its landing point, so it doesn't have to hit the floor anymore. You can hit him anywhere. Which I'm intrigued to see, honestly, because he kind of like just... I don't know. I guess you more of a pulling action than like he does with his other ability. But yeah, we got the strategist now. So we have Gambit. The Ace of Spades can't tell you about how much he never folds as often. Increase energy cost from 4,300 to 4,500. So just a little bit more. And the same for Invisible Woman. Her ultimate is being nerfed just a little bit, which I feel like there is one reason why I stopped playing Cloak and Dagger, and it was because her ultimate took so long to get that I felt that I couldn't keep up with people with their ults. And so I started playing a lot of Invisible Woman. So maybe we'll see if I want to play more Cloak and Dagger this coming season, because it's going to be kind of the same. There's no Cloak and Dagger nerf or changes. Okay. Loki, the Trick Star. God's illusions are even more potent. Increased damage and healing ratio of Loki's doppelgangers from 80% to 90%. I was watching Flats and he said Loki's actually being played a lot in the higher ranks, which is really cool. But I never see Loki's in mine. And it might be because there's a lot of Gambit players, and I mean, yes, Gambit's ult is really strong and aggressive, but most of the time in my ranks, people are kind of like, if they're not getting healed directly or see like a healer ult, they don't push when they should, or they like don't react at all. Like, I've played Gambit a handful of times, and I don't think I've had a single person say, hey, I'm gonna try to ult with you so I can have like a damage burst with my ult, or yada yada. And I think that's one reason why a lot of people in my ranks don't rank up very quickly. And I mean, I don't even want to talk that often. So back to the Loki reason why I don't see it often. It's either Gambit or another healer, like Cloak and Dagger or something. And so it doesn't really feel like people know how to play Loki enough to use him well. So usually I see Cloak and Dagger all the time. And I'm not saying Cloak and Dagger isn't a strong healer, but I do feel like I might get flamed for this. You don't have to aim with him at all. So I feel like there was a couple matches that I banned Cloak and Dagger and my team won. And I don't know what that, like, if the other team just didn't have a strong, like, whatever, but I sometimes wonder if it's because Cloak and Dagger players get to certain ranks and then they can't get farther. I don't know. That might be another debate moment, but I know that she can heal a lot, but sometimes you need not just heals, you need to be able to block damage. Like with Invis's thing, Gambit does a lot of damage, and he has really strong healing output, and his ultimate is very strong to doing damage. And Raccoon, it's damage. It's, you know, his ultimate is pretty much a lot of damage. So yeah, that's my rant. I'm just gonna continue. So Luna, I was super surprised, but not really. I was thinking that she needed either her clap needed to be longer, or she needed just a little bit more healing output to keep up with these other healers. Because Invis, Jeff, Loki, they do blast damage, or like They can heal multiple people at once. And I mean, Luna can heal, obviously, but she doesn't have the kit like these other healers do. So I'm glad that they're doing this. So Luna cools down her foes even faster and gets a brand new ability. She's never beating the allegations, is she? No. And I'm happy that she's getting this, so maybe I can play her more, but I feel like she just wasn't strong enough compared to these other healers to sustain. And I got the skin for her, so I want a reason to wear the skin. So reduce absolute zero startup time and increase projectile speed from 60 meters per second to 80 meters per second. So her freeze, I believe. And then she has a new ability. Luna can apply number 1 idol to herself, separate from the share the stage. When number 1 idol is active, 10% of healing to allies is converted into healing for Luna herself. She gains a 10% healing boost and 10% damage boost. I feel like, unless it's a cooldown, I feel like they could have just given her that. Like the 10% boost and 10% damage boost. They could keep the 10% of healing to allies as to healing herself. Because the one reason why I like playing Invis, I can heal myself. And Luna, you're kind of like a duck in a pond that has alligators surrounding it and you can't fly. So I definitely think she needs this very much because she needs to be able to keep up with the other healers. And Rocket Raccoon. CYA is 4,000 to 4,300. So I feel like all of the ultimates got. I feel like the ultimates all got a little bit of a nerf, just so they don't get too strong, which I understand, and they can always fix that later if needed. Ultron, I was thinking this like 2 weeks ago. I was like, they should just give him another drone. It'll fix his problem. Give him more playability, you know? So Ultron's battlefield coverage and utility are evolving. Imperative. Patch can now deploy up to 2 drones, allowing support for 2 allies at once. And then Firewall now requires a target with imperative. Patch to use. After use, Ultron gains 65 bonus health. The target and nearby allies get 50 bonus health. And plus the selected ally gains 20% movement speed and 10% damage boost. I think people are going to play Ultron over Mantis. Especially if you have Ultron, Cloak and Dagger, and Luna. You will probably get some pretty strong kills with pretty strong team that are just wiping the floor, because you have the Luna that can do damage, the Cloak and Dagger that are healing, and you have the Ultron that can give the movement speed and damage boost plus 2 drones. So you can do 1 tank or 2, and you can do Rogue or Emma Frost and then Psylocke. That's probably going to be a lot of the teams. I feel like it's going to be Emma, Rogue, Luna, Psylocke, Ultron, and Cloak and Dagger, because you have the team up with Psylocke that heals, and you have Rogue that just gonna bust down the doors. And yeah, I definitely think those are gonna be the set like teams, because unless Rogue isn't banned, I mean, you never know. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We'll wait till the season comes out and I'll watch some people. Maybe I'll talk about it if you guys want me to. So we have team up abilities, adjusted or removed. So we have Chilling Assault, Luna Snow, Iron Fist, Emma Frost. Luna, Iron Fist already had this, so Iron Fist could heal himself and the people around him with his team up with Luna. So whenever he went to his home state. So now Emma Frost is added, and now she can put up the Ice Wall, which pretty exciting. And then we have the Explosive Entanglement. Obviously Rogue was going to be added to this, and whenever she punches, which we're going to watch the video of her character kit, it does the thing like how his ultimate works. Whenever you attack, it kind of does the burst damage, and it heals your allies too, so that's pretty neat. Mental Projection, Emma Frost and Psylocke. it went bye-bye. Emma and Psylocke, no more. And Psylocke is added to the Cloak and Dagger team up with Hawkeye. Hawkeye, he could use his slash with his sword, and it would heal. So Psylocke unlocks a new light and dark ability with her team up. So we kind of watched it in the video that she has the two abilities that she can pick from, which she can use a shuriken or she can go invisible. So it's like Cloak and Dagger team up, like separate team ups almost. Balance changes: Bestial Hunt, Daredevil and Punisher. They're slightly reducing Daredevil's survivability gain from being the team up anchor, so it doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, that's everything. We're gonna watch Rogue Tempted to Touch. She's this girl.
Your girl Rogue is ready for action.
So we're gonna look at her kit really quick. I don't know if they're already using this. I think it's second ability. So it looks like we have, I think this is her block charge for her attack. It gives her the ability to absorb damage to inflict it back. And then we have the shift, which is I think like an uppercut. And then you have the E, which is like a kick, which is kind of the same of an uppercut. And then the F is like a surrounding thing that I don't really understand how it works, but we're gonna watch through it and see. Yeah. So it looks like whenever she uses this, then this comes back up. It looks like you go back and forth in between them.
Take a seat, darling. Caught you good. Mind break. Sayonara.
It looks like
Gather in.
it gets added onto her kit. All of the abilities that you get. And how long they last too.
Better watch out. I'm feeling a little touchy today. Take everything!
She's pretty strong.
Nighty night, sugar.
And I think like if you have like a damage buster like Iron Fist, your hits are gonna be crazy. Or like Daredevil or something like that. A lot of DPS characters, but they're playing like triple DPS. You're gonna do a lot of damage, I think. A lot of damage. Which I'm really excited to see her, and I hope you guys are excited to see her because she is gonna be a blast to play. But I did just see this. These two skins are coming out for the release, obviously. So we have the Savage South. So she got the hair, the savageness, tits out. Her ass is probably out too because that's how they make characters. Oh god. And then for the Rocket players, Rocket of the Rafters. Interesting. Yep. It's kind of like the same thing as Emma Frost skin. I was like, I don't know. I didn't really like it, but woman, you know? But anyways, I hope you guys liked this video. I know it was a lot of information and I really wanted to pack as much in here because Marvel Rivals is my favorite game. I probably have, let me see. I have 797.8 hours on this game. So, plus all the time that I've watched and edited and just read on and all that stuff. So I hope I can share that with you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like on it. Comment down below either character that you know are good or bad on the patch notes, and if you're excited for Rogue, I think she's gonna be pretty fun. And if you guys are excited for this next season, so yeah, leave a like on the video, comment down below, subscribe if you aren't already, and if you want to check out our other socials, they're down there too. We stream pretty much every day except the weekend. So I'll catch y'all later.